What's going on, my people? Before y'all yell at me in the comments or whatever in my DMs, I've been missing. Yes, I've been missing. I've been working though. I've been working. First and foremost, thanks for tuning into the video. In today's video, we are gonna do a lot of catching up and talking. Won't be working on anything today, to be honest. It's Sunday, July 20. What is today? 20 something. The 24th. Yeah, 24th. First and foremost, this is not my car. This is a customer's car, a good friend of mine. I knew this guy for about 5 years, 6 years, possibly. Been a 1J swap on this car. I parted out my IS300 a while back. I don't even remember if I videoed it, made a video out of it. I don't know. I parted out my IS300. I bought a SC300 with this 1J and W58 that's currently in this car. But I gotta yank all that back out because man's going all out. So with this car, I'm gonna pull the motor back out because now it has a W58. I'm gonna put an R154 with a twin disc and ditching the stock turbo. We going to a aftermarket single turbo Borg Warner. There's the manifold right here. I think I got the turbo inside here. That's a Borg Warner. Little spoolie thing right there. I also have a twin disc right there for the R154. So yeah, I got a lot of work to do. But today's video is not about this car. Today's video is about my new car. Yes, I did purchase my new car. I took a break from recording and I just went to work. So yes, let's walk to it. Y'all could probably guess what it is. There. GS430. No, I've been had this car, y'all know that. That's my GS. I got it back here because I just gotta do some work on it. It's my GS right here, daily driver, whatever. Y'all ready? Boom. There it is, my 93 or 94, I don't even remember. It's my Mark IV Supra. I don't care if this shit was built whenever. It is a Supra. So yeah, this is my 93 Toyota Supra. It's right-hand drive. It is right-hand drive. It is automatic, but that's okay. We got a plan. The paint is horrible. That's literally the only thing that's wrong with this car. It runs and drive. Paint looked like the devil took a piss on it, but as I said, that's okay. It got good bones. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick walk around in the car so y'all can see where we started from because I'm gonna record everything that gets done to this car on the channel. I promise you that. Quick walk around. So it is red, obviously. Paint is trash, obviously. But the good thing is this car has 2 dings, or dents, dings, whatever. And I'm gonna show you right now. It's better than most 2022 cars. I'm gonna show you the dings right now. You probably haven't even seen it from just walking around. This is one right here. You see my pinky? It's a ding right next to it. That's how big the ding is. That and this a little spot. That's the only imperfection as far as dings on the car. So the car is just, I'm gonna most likely repaint it red, but I got a little sauce to put in it red. The interior is freaking mint. Besides from the rear seat, the sun cooked it. I'm gonna pop the hatch real quick for y'all. So, door cards, perfect condition. Dash, perfect. It has a little bubble right there with the heat and stuff, but that's fine. Seats, passenger seat is literally perfect, but I already sold that. I got my sparkles to put in it. So let's go on the driver's side. Right-hand drive things, man. On the wrong side or the right side, whichever you want to call it. So as far as driver's seat, this is the only imperfection. Car is super clean. I just threw my daughter car seat back there. I was talking about the back seats. That's the only issue with the interior. Headliner is perfect. Steering wheel is perfect. Shifter, full center console. I'm gonna give y'all a driving a Supra. So this is what you get. A 90s Toyota But that's okay. We're gonna turn this thing into a cold beast. Everything works. Just pop the hatch real quick. I got some stuff back here. This is my car cover. It is for a Mark IV Supra, so when it's on the car, you see Supra on the bonnet. I'll probably put it on real quick so y'all can see. I took these tie rods from the SC that I had. I took the coilovers from the SC. The car, all right, so I bought this car, 2 days ago? 3 days ago, and I rolled the car off the trailer and I put the coilovers on, and obviously you can see I got my wheels on. I put the front coilovers on. I ran out of time to do the rear, so one of these days I gotta do the rear. I have to roll the fenders before the car gets painted. Think about going down the entire size of it because this is a 295. I mean, I could probably make it work after this. It's always gonna get natural camber, but I think I'd rather downside because it does rub a little bit now on the bouncy suspension. So, as I said, only thing wrong with this car is the paint. Aside from that, everything works in this car, man. Let me just put this thing. Y'all probably thought it was a turbo Supra. No, it is not. It's an NA Supra, right-hand drive, automatic. The most basic package you could get. It's a slick top, non-target top. So it does have the 2JZ GE non-VVTi, which is the same rods as a 2JZ GTE VVTi. The holy grail, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Here's the plans for this car. Let me run over it real quick. I'm gonna say this once. I will boost this stock block until it chuck a rod out the side. I am leaning towards going for the stock block record, which is 1106. A friend of mine did it down here in South Florida. He made 1106 in a complete stock short block with a fully built head and a massive turbo to keep the freaking torque down, whatever, save the rod. I'm gonna go for that record, but if I do end up chucking a rod out the side of this block while chasing that record, I'm not gonna put another stock block in it. I have my built motor. Well, I have all the parts in my built motor. I just gotta send the block and head off to the machine shop and get that sorted out. So I'm gonna put the head on it, the built head. It's a 2JZ GE, non-VVT, same exact head as this, with upgraded cams, springs, retainers, the whole 9 yards. It's gonna be a fully built head. I'm gonna put on this stock block and push the living crap out of it. And cross our fingers, we make it to that 11. The record is 1106. If I can make 1107, that's great. Make 1107 and turn it all the way down. I just want to make it for the dyno and that's it. You know, it's just a challenge for myself. If I don't make it, then I don't make it. It's okay. I'm not going to keep throwing money at a stock block when I could just build a motor. If that makes sense. My only thing is I don't want to risk destroying the head in the process because there is a possibility of destroying the head, which we don't want to have that happen because I'm about to spend a lot of money to get this head fully built. I got the parts for it. I got to spend money on machine shop and all that. Whatever. So yeah, get back to it. Going over the car. Car is clean as hell, man. Like it's freshly off the board. It got imported like 2 weeks ago, and I picked it up 2 days ago. So, car is fresh from Japan, like literally fresh off the boat. I don't think this car ever been washed in the States. Like literally. It still has the freaking Japanese paper floor mats, whatever. The JDM said it has 2 glove boxes right here. Right there, that's all the paperwork for the import. So yeah, I plan on doing a full build on this car. Like everything will get done on this car. Suspension, paint. Told you I already got my sparkle seats for the interior. The interior I'm gonna pretty much leave how it is. I'm gonna get the rear seats rewrapped because trying to find those in good condition is like impossible, whatever. I have massive brakes for this car right now. I have the 17Z Porsche calipers. Probably show y'all real quick. It's over here. So yeah, as I was saying, I got some massive brakes for this car. Probably see. This is the rear. Yeah, this is for the rear. 4 pistons. And that's for the front, 6 pistons. I got the adapters right there. Got a brand new rotor somewhere down in this channel. This intercourse for this car. So yeah, back to the car, because that's what this video is about. Oh, that's made my hands dirty as hell, whatever. Um, as far as looks for the car, I ordered a TRD wing for it, carbon wing. Well, a centerpiece carbon right here, and then the end caps. I ordered a wing for it. I was gonna go to aftermarket front bumper, but I'm gonna keep this. This bumper is literally in perfect condition, and I know it's probably gonna be worth a lot of money down the road. Probably is right now, but I'm gonna just repaint this bumper because, as I said, it's in perfect condition. I bought a lip for it. The only thing I don't like, I'm taking this JDM tag thing off. I hate it. I don't like it. Whatever. So I ordered a front lip for it, rear wing. I'm trying to find skirts right now so I could just send the car off to paint and get everything painted all at once. So that's the plan with that. For now, this engine bay will look like this for a while because it is very expensive to get this car where I want it to be. So it'll take some time. As I said, I got my motor sitting. I got my turbo manifold, my fuel rail, my intake manifold. I have the fuel setup. I got the pump. I got injectors. I saw my ECU like an idiot the other day, but that's fine. I plan on running something different in this car. Oh, y'all probably gonna ask what transmission I'm gonna run. So I picked up a F80 DCT transmission. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's a dual clutch transmission that comes on the BMW M3. I mean, DCT in a lot of cars, but the one I got specifically is from a 2018 BMW F80 M3, obviously. So I got that transmission. A couple people did it on a 2J. I know there's one guy. I've been talking to him. Actually went on a drive in his car from Drag International. Y'all probably know who that is, Andrew. Shout out to him. He been helping me out with this whole DCT thing. So I got the DCT. It is a lot of headache to get it to work right. I mean, I drove in this car and this car is fun, but he's still working on stuff. I have that trans. If I put it in this car, I will be the first Mark IV Supra in South Florida to run a DCT. In a Supra though, there's people that did it in other chassis, but in a Supra behind a 2J, it would be the first. That would be nice, but a part of me wants a manual. I always love manual cars. That's where my heart's at. But the DCT, if you never personally drove a DCT car, that shit is fun. But whatever, I'm still up in the air about it. I have the transmission for it. I know where to get the parts to get it to work. It's just the headache of doing it. If the DCT thing don't work out, then I'm most likely gonna buy a T56 from Ghana's Racings for this car, the whole kit. Because as I told you, the end goal when this car is said and done, it should make around like 1,200 horsepower on kill. Obviously with the built motor then, because I'm pretty sure that stop block won't last long with my foot. So built motor, the car should be anywhere around 8 to 1,200 horsepower. That's the end goal. Is it gonna happen this year, next year, the year after that? I don't know when it's gonna happen, but that's the end goal. I'm in no rush. I'm gonna do this car right. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you know, start this whole thing as no Mickey Mouse. This car is getting a full no Mickey Mouse package, like no corners cut. I'm not building this car multiple times like I did with the IS300. This car will be the ultimate no Mickey Mouse. As far as other cosmetic stuff, I plan on buying brand new S2 headlights for it, but them things like $1,000. So this car was not cheap. As shitty as it looked, this car was not cheap. I plan on buying the S2 taillights also. Over here, I do have a full 4-inch exhaust for the car, as you can see right there. By the way, that exhaust was off of the car that currently holds a stop block record. I mean, now he got a built motor because he obviously shot a rod out the side of the block. That exhaust is from his car. I bought it off of him, so shout out to him. He also has a YouTube channel, the Supra channel. Yo's Danny. Y'all probably know who that is. Go give him a follow. Check out his build. That's just nice. When we talk about the ultimate Supra, he has one of those. 6-speed Supra. Crazy. I think now he makes like 1,400 horsepower. Shit is clean as hell. Like OEM plus, done right, no Mickey Mouse, no corners cut on that car. So this car will eventually be on that level, but for now, I just want to enjoy it as it sits. I'm just gonna get it painted, get it looking pretty, and that's that. So I know this video wasn't much and it's mostly just me talking. Let me go ahead and start up the car for y'all. I've been driving it around, putting some miles on it. Motor is literally this 2J, this 93 2J that's never been out of the car, never been open, starts and runs better than majority GS300, IS300. We're not even gonna talk about those. This motor runs smoother than all of those motors combined. I'm telling you that. So I'm confident this motor could make the 1107, well, a short block, but you don't know that yet. I'm gonna strap a massive turbo to it, keep the torque out, and cross my finger. If it happens, it happens. If not, then so be it. It's fine. I'm not gonna keep spending money trying to break a record when I could just build a motor, which I already started building my motor. I already have all the parts to build a motor. I got my rods, I got my pistons, but I'm thinking about, so now I got shelf pistons. Been talking to my engine builder, JJR Boost. We're talking about custom pistons for this car. We don't know yet. Let's see how stuff work out. But as you can see, motor runs smooth, no misfire. Only thing that was done to this car since it's been off the boat is it got a fresh set of spark plugs. The old Japan gas got drained out of it, and it got 93 put in it. That's it. And car runs mint. Like, no leaks from the car, 0 leaks. Like, this motor is dry as hell. No leaks at all whatsoever. Transmission shifts smooth. So if y'all don't know anything about Supras, this has the 4-speed automatic, and transmission shifts very smooth. AC works perfectly fine. AC works perfectly fine. It's cold. The radio, I gotta change it though, because it's been sitting in a Japan auction or whatever for so long. I think the screen just like took a dump. So I gotta put my radio in here. I'm just waiting till I got time, because Supras or any Japanese freaking car, interior is very expensive, so you gotta be very careful when you pull them apart. So I gotta take the radio out and put another radio in there, and I gotta switch this bulb. That's the only thing that don't work on the interior. Or it could just be a fuse, because why would both bulbs be out? Whatever, I'll check it out later. But as you can see, runs and drive fine. I'm gonna go drive it around a second so y'all can see what's going on, like a POV of what it is to drive a right-hand drive car in the States. I've been driving it for a day or two now, and my only issue is trying to stay in your lane, because you have a tendency to freaking left-hand drive in America is obviously that's natural, but the right-hand drive, it's hard to keep lanes. But whatever, I get used to it. I grew up driving right-hand drive in Jamaica, so as far as driving it, I'm cool. It's just staying in my lane. But I get used to it. And then this car gets a lot of attention. Like, just driving around, I got people asking me, like, bro, what is that? Like, why are you on the wrong side? Or whatever. But it's part of the game. I'm okay with it. The car is pretty warm now, so give it a little rev for y'all. Alright, so now I'm gonna go for a little drive. Sounds like a freaking Corolla. Hold up, door's open. That's that. As I said, the plans with this car is it's not gonna be a race car. I won't be drifting this, I won't be drag racing it. This is literally gonna be an ultimate street car. I could take my daughter to go get ice cream on a Sunday or whatever, but I don't plan on racing this car. This car will make a lot of power, but I'm not saying it's gonna be your typical 1,000 horsepower Supra that gets parked in the garage, but I'm not gonna be beating on this car like how I used to beat on the IS300, because God forbid I hurt this car. The body of this car, it's not cheap to fix. And this car has everything on it. It's OEM. I don't want to change nothing on this car as far as body panels. So I would hate to be doing something dumb and hurt the body of the car, say hurt a quarter panel or something like that. So I don't know, that's just me. I spend a lot of money on this car and I don't want to, you know. I never seen myself having race cars, if that makes sense. I like street cars that perform like race cars, but as far as full out race car going to the drag strip, yeah, it might see the drag strip oh shit, I put this thing in too. It might see the drag strip sometime in its life, but it's not a dedicated drag car. I know everybody sees Supras, they're like, oh, it's just a fast ass Supra. No, this gonna make power, but I won't be racing anybody. I mean, as you can see, the car drives smooth. The rear shocks I gotta change out because those are blown. The front is perfect because I put a coilovers on, but the rear is completely blown. So right-hand drive problems. Now you're trying to turn, you gotta look all the way over to see if it's a car coming. But it's cool. I wanted a right-hand drive low-key, but if it was left-hand drive or right-hand drive, I wouldn't care. But realistically, I wanted a right-hand drive target top. This car is a slick top. I know Supra owners, they're not really target top fans because, oh, it makes noise and it's not good for racing. I'm not doing none of that. So this is perfectly fine for me. I'm telling y'all, Toyota knew what the hell they were doing building this car. This car was built in '93 and it still drives better than a lot of these cars on the road. And the fact that it still has piping AC, that's a plus. This car has to have AC. I can't take AC out of this car. Because as I said, my daughter is going to be driving in this car. I don't plan on selling this car. If I do sell it, it's probably to get another one or something bigger. Like something bigger in life than a car. I'm in the process of buying a house right now, so it's not like I gotta sell this car to buy a house. So yeah, I'm not selling this car. So just to give y'all a little rundown, I parted out the IS, I think that was April. And since April, I've been grinding nonstop. I bought multiple cars, multiple IS300s, parted them out, flipped them. I bought a SC, parted it out, made my money off of it just so I could afford this car. Because if y'all don't know, Supras are not the cheapest cars out there. They could be 90s and old, but good luck finding one and the price you're gonna pay. Thankfully, shout out to my boy Ruben. I'm gonna tag his Instagram right now. He looked out for me like, bro, this man gave, I think this is possibly the cheapest running and driving Supra in America. Like, he imported this car, he drove the car for a day, and he was like, hey bro, I know you're looking for a car. I had multiple Supras and I have my eyes on this. He bought a twin turbo Supra and he gave me a deal and I literally could not resist that deal. So that's how I ended up with this car. Y'all may look at it and be like, oh bro, the paint is trash, but that's okay. I posted this car on my Instagram. I got people telling me the paint trash and yada yada. Everybody want to know how much I paid for the car. Just know it's worth every penny that I paid for this car. It was not cheap. I will not put out how much I paid for it exactly. If you're close to me, you know how much I paid for this car, but that's nothing compared to what these cars are going for. I even thought about financing a Supra. Like, there's people down here that import them and finance them. I thought about it, and a lot of people might not be with it or they're against it. It's okay. I will finance a 1993 or whatever Supra before I go finance a brand new car, because that's what I want. I don't care for new cars. I don't care for all that. This is, I probably told y'all before, but this is my dream car. A Toyota Supra is my dream car. The IS300, I love that car to death, and I had a lot of them. I had 19 IS300s. I built up 2 of them from the ground, and the last one made good power. It looked great. Car made 724 horsepower or whatever, somewhere around there, and the car looked great, and I love that car. But that was never my end goal. That was just a tool to get to this car that I'm driving right now. So, you know, it's my dream car. I don't care about the price I gotta pay for it. If it's worth it to me, it's worth it to me. I'm gonna spend that money. And as I said, I've been grinding since April. non-stop, late nights, early mornings, grinding to afford this car, and now I finally have it. I paid for this car cash up front. I didn't finance this car. I bought this car cash, and I own this car now, so I'm happy. I'm excited to build a car. I already met a lot of friends from the Supra community through this car, and I mean, people love the car. I love the car. Everybody happy for me and stuff, and I appreciate every last one of y'all that said congratulations or whatnot. I appreciate it, like, for real. Just a simple fact of driving this car around casually means so much to me, because I almost gave up on this car. It was either, when I parted out the IS300, I had two things in mind. It's either I buy a Mark IV Supra or I get a F80 M3, because those are like my top cars. And I said to myself, I'm like, bro, the F80 is nice, but it's a newer car. They started that car in 2016. This car is from the 90s. I could fight and afford a F80 M3 in 5 years. I probably can't afford this car in 5 years, because every year a Supra goes up $10,000, $15,000 in value. Like, it's gonna be at a point where you can't afford these cars. So I'm like, bro, I'd rather bite the bullet now and buy this car than wait and then I can't afford it. And this is my dream car. I wanted to own this car for a long time now. And so that was that with a M3. A lot of people thought I would just go ahead and get a BMW. Like, I love that car, and both of them mean a lot to me. But this just hit different, because I wanted this car since I was a kid. Like, before I even had a driver's license, I wanted this car. So the fact that I could afford it after I got rid of the IS300, that means a lot to me. The F80, I can always get an F80, bro. That car it's a brand new car. Not brand new, but it's a newer car compared to this one. So I'd rather get this now, secure it, and then down the road, I could look at the F80, you know. It'd be nice to have an F80 and a Supra parked up next to each other, but that comes with time, and we'll see how things go. So I'll just pull up to my boy's crib. S300. That's my parts car. See, I'm still in the process of parting out cars. Still trying to make some extra money. I bought this car. It's a crash manual car. Everything pretty much sold out of it. I got these wheels left, the doors. Those hit in the front. Still got the full black interior off of it. So if y'all want parts, let me know, because this car will get cut up and trashed in the next couple of days. Got somebody picking up the quarter panels because they're in perfect condition. But yeah, that's that. Tail lights sold. That's it. I got the full interior. I gotta head over here. I haven't had time to come over here and sort stuff out. I gotta put that double din in the Supra. I put my old one from my IS. A lot of stuff. So just hit me up in the DMs. Y'all know my Instagram is ASAP_Mario. 340 right here. It's my boy 40. Follow him on the Instagram, Young Glow, B58, Big Single, all that. So I'm back. You know, this video is just to update y'all. The next video is probably gonna be me pulling that 1J out of the IS300. And the car looks good besides from the paint, bro. Like, in all honesty. With the wheels, told you as soon as I got the car, I threw the wheels on it from my IS. I gotta get them redone though, because one of the fronts, when my IS got into that car accident, one of the front wheels got right here. That got messed up, so I gotta fix that. Yeah. Then I get them recoated, repowder coated. So with all that being said, thank you all for tuning in, watching this video. I know it was just a long video of me talking. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all with another one in a couple of days. I'm probably gonna record it right now, pulling the 1J out that car. I'm looking at it right now, it's right there. My boy just got charging up his AC or whatever the hell he's doing. So I'm gonna go pull the motor out of that IS up there and whatnot, and you know, thank you all, and see you in the next one.